Around 1 o'clock on Easter morning, Dakota Defoe and her boyfriend, Matt Anderson, were woken up to the sound of pounding on their door from their neighbor.
Next thing he says is the garage is on fire. So I hop up and get dressed and ask, is the house on fire too? And he told me that it probably is going to be.
The couple managed to get out of the house minutes before the home was consumed by flames.
Lucky we got woken up. We probably wouldn't even be here.
Defoe says the fire started in the garage.
There was a car that was being worked on in there. That's a total loss. That's gone. There's a newer Can-Am four-wheeler, nice one. That's nothing but frame now.
But it wasn't just vehicles they lost. Defoe says they lost 3 of their beloved cats, one of which was found dead.
There's 2 that are still missing, though we haven't found their bodies.
While the flames turned most things to ash, Defoe was able to salvage a few items from the house.
Right in the middle of the fire, everything there is melted. I mean, it's gone, and I go in just looking for things that I can salvage, and my eagle feather is pretty much untouched.
The couple says they have already received a lot of support from the community.
They brought us money and clothing, food.
Yeah, just moral or emotional support also.
I'll never forget coming up Main Street, and I actually had tears in my eyes, my first Birkie.
Brian Hansen witnessed his first Birkebeiner ski race 10 years ago.
I just felt the energy. I was looking around going, I think I need to try this.
Since then, Hansen has done the Birkie 8 times and the Kordelopet, the half Birkie, twice. He says preparing for a world-class ski race takes some balance between work, family, and skiing.
I will ski 2 short fast skis per week. They're just interval training days. So I'll do some hill repeats where you're really training your heart. And then on the weekends when I have more time, I'll do a long, slow one.
Hansen isn't the only one who uses the 60 miles of Birkie ski trails to train on, which is why Chris Campbell and his Piston Bully 100 are out on the trail for hours, making sure the trail is groomed just right.
For skate skiing, you want a smooth, flat, firm surface.
Campbell hopes Mother Nature is nice this week and sprinkles a little bit of snow, but not too much going into the weekend.
The more snow that falls close to the race, the harder it is to get the snow compacted. And with the number of participants that we have, when the snow is soft, it makes it very difficult to allow the trail to hold up to 10,000 skiers.
Another part of the trail that's going to hold up 10,000 skiers is the International Bridge, which is placed over Highway 63 and gives people the final push through downtown.
We haul about 100 dump truck loads in, give or take. We haul it off of soccer fields 3 miles north of town.
The Public Works Department is also busy setting out detour signs and rearranging the snow for all the different events.
We put snow all the way up Main Street, all the way up to the schools. And again, that stuff gets put down and picked back up on different days depending on the races.
Of course, none of this would be possible without the thousands of dedicated volunteers.
There's almost 2,000 volunteers. If you see the sign on the way in, the population is only 1,200.
More than 100 volunteers help pack these bibs into these envelopes, which takes about 700 volunteer hours. Bibs are color coordinated for the different races that will happen throughout the weekend. They're also fitted with tracking devices so you can follow skiers until the end, most skiers' favorite part.
You can hear the bells, people cheering. You know, you hope you have enough energy to actually look up and smile.
It's surprising, the role they took and the impact, because there was nothing left.
Dan Foucault and his wife woke up to a bang around 4 Monday morning. The commotion came from their front yard.
Usually deer get hit out here, you know, and then about 15 minutes later, all the lights were here, and got dressed and came out and seen there was a car upside down.
According to the St. Louis County Sheriff's Office, the vehicle veered off the road, hit an embankment, and rolled several times.
The hood and bumpers, the trunk lid, and the battery was all thrown out of the car.
Also thrown from the car was 19-year-old Axton Dylan Whitfield of Proctor. He was pronounced dead at the scene. 4 others in the car were injured. Authorities say the driver, 18-year-old Austin Hilden, was under the influence of alcohol.
And it's one of the heaviest traveled weekends of the whole summer, so there's just more people out on the roads, and it's unfortunately a a lot of alcohol during this weekend.
Now all that's left of the crash is broken glass and torn up grass.
It's a shame that young lives like that got to be taken.
I thought a bomb went off or something.
Around 1:30 Tuesday morning, the Johnsons woke up to a bang.
We realized something had hit our house, but we didn't know what. So we come running and jumping up and running from window to window.
It turned out what hit their house was a car.
There was the car sitting right below our kitchen windows.
The car that hit the house was involved in a chase with police. Police say the driver was going too fast through a sharp intersection, causing it to slam into the house. It's a scenario that's crossed the Johnsons' minds a couple of times during the 20 years they've lived at the house.
I've thought about it before, because it's a dead end, like more or less to the street, but it never happened before.
As far as the damage to their home,
knocked off the gas meter and it knocked off the bottom part of the electrical. Couldn't have power or heat until today, and we've been out until about noon today.
after the crash, the Johnsons had to stay at a hotel, but were let back into their home on Tuesday. Now, all that's left is to repair the damage and hope nothing like this happens again.
Never again.